Yo, yo, yo. And we're back. And now we're looking at probably the last team I'm going to do this for. I might do Tottenham, I'm not sure. But I'm looking at teams and how I think they're going to play this season and how I think you can only speculate, right? Because the season is just about to start and preseason doesn't work the same way as in the regular season. You can see some things, but you know, um, you can't really know it all. So today we're looking at the Blues. Let's see how many players Chelsea has on loan. Probably have like 70. There's one. What? What? Really? Bro, there was one time Chelsea had like 40 players on loan. Anyways, now all the loan players are literally on their team. They have like 700 players, bro. Three keepers. Look how many defenders they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, wait. Okay, everything is just together. I like how they did it though. Center back, defender, wing back. Well, I'm not even going to talk about depth with Chelsea because everybody fucking knows they have depth. They have like 11 players for every position. So fucking stupid, but it is what it is. Is okay, he's not here. I was going is this brother okay? Everybody's looking straight at the camera, right? And he's anyways, we know Chelsea's lineup. To be honest, I don't even. Man, is it's going to be tough to figure out Chelsea's play this season. It's going to be so tough. Wait, they sold. Wait, they sold this guy already. The dude they bought from not Drewsbury Hall. They probably sold that dude real fast. Where's this guy also? Where is okay, Lavia is there. Okay. Okay. Hmm. I'm so curious. I'm so curious to see how this season goes with Chelsea. But I think he's I don't know. I don't know how he plays in some situations that I don't know if it favors Chelsea. But let's look at this. Let's look at this, right? The Blues, they always start with four and then end up having one fullback stays tucked in, one fullback holds with, right? So in this situation now with the new players they have, I'd imagine uh what's his name? Messinho. He's definitely not tucking in. He's holding the width, right? So the fullback that tucks in has to play here, right? So let's say low key though. Another thing is okay. Wait, let's look at it as it is. Let's say Reese James. I don't know, bro. They have so many players. I couldn't tell you what they decide to start. I think he should start, and I think Chaluba should start. So I think Chaluba is great, bro. Anyways, let's say Reese James, Chaluba, and Colwell, right? Kukureya. Kukureya be doing everything, right? But I think he should be the one to hold with. And what's his name? João Pedro, brother, Code. Um, what's his name? That guy, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Oh, brain farts. Bro. Oh my God. Hey God, then you have too many players. So I can't remember name anymore. Where is it? Caicedo, and here I don't think. I think Gittins is great with holding with, but I also think he could play interior so well too. Like I think he'll be like a cheat player because he could play either way. And whatever it does, just like with Arsenal, whatever it does, not Arsenal with City, whatever he does, Cucurella has to react. And I think Cucurella is great. I think Cucurella will react to whatever he does. Like I think he's sharp enough. You know what I mean? At least offensively. I think he's good defensively too, but I think he's more physical defensively than he is like wise defensively. And then they have this. They have they have Caicedo. They have Bino Gittins, Kukureya. But I know their manager likes with and he also likes that box thing that Pep likes. Their manager is basically a Pep clone, to be honest with you. Not really, but he's one of those people that always tweak. He will always tweak something. He's never just going to leave shit as is. So I think this is what it's going to look like on paper, and then I think over time it could slowly build up to this. Wait, I haven't said this is Caicedo. Whoever plays here is I don't know. I don't know if Enzo could, bro. I don't think Enzo Fernandez should be playing this deep. I think he should play far forward. But when he's far forward, also he seems to be clumsy. I don't know. That guy is one of those people that I think he's good, but I don't know how good he is. Do you know what I mean? Because if he plays here, then this dude holds with, then Kukurera could just come and be the like this. This is basically what they'll have then, because it will be Reece James, Caicedo, but I doubt this is because again that brother is always looking for that square midfield thing, and it's probably be this and this. Yeah, it's probably what it end up being. And this dude gets his isolation. But he likes isolations, that's for sure. If you see how he plays with Madueke or when Palmer is on the wing, he likes them having isolations like 1v1s. So I don't know who he would want to have isolation more, Messinho or this. But I think that depends. I think this is where his tactics will probably advance to where someone helps. If the ball is coming to this side, the fullback helps so that this dude has his 1v1. If the ball is coming to this side, the fullback helps so this guy has his 1v1. And this dude is going to be more of a box to box, but will always look to hold this position in offense than in defense. You're like here. I think that's what it's going to be for most of the season for Chelsea. And these two just basically react to where the ball is going to. I think that's the best way to get the best out of this team because I think he's very good on he knows how to he's very good with link up play, obviously, as you can all everybody sure most people who've watched last couple of Chelsea games could tell that what's it called? João Pedro is great with link up play. Like he's great with link up play. And Chelsea has elite link up play players. They have this guy, they have Palmer. They have Kuku. Well, I'm not going to call Kuku for link up. I think Kuku is more. He's more of an outlet than a link up player. Like he's one of those people that ball will be here, ball will be here. Next thing you know, what did they be by? You have reached it. How? I don't know, but you have reached there. You know. So yeah, I think the thing is, but all these teams always want more defensive structure over offense. And I can't tell you how teams play defensively because they can really do anything. They can really just pack all four players, all four defenders and tell them to stay back and have the attackers just work their shit out and the midfielders will be the one providing overlaps. Like, you know, like I've seen Arsenal do it in one particular game like that. So, I don't know. I don't know how teams will play defensively really. But offensively, I think this is what it's going to be. I don't see Palmer holding the touchline anymore. I think I see Palmer touching the ball a whole lot more than usual. And I think if Enzo plays around here more with Palmer and both of them have the most touches on the ball, I think it's going to be so much better for Chelsea. And Caicedo is just going to be sweep up man and Reece James will be beside him or Kukurea will be beside him. And either way, they're always going to have outlets because they have two great fullbacks that can play interior or they could play out wide. I don't think Reece James is going to play out wide. I think he's going to play interior. That'll save his legs a lot more, and they'll probably get a lot more out of him that way because they have Messinho who's going to be great on the wing. So I think these two here are like the centerpieces whoever is paired up with Palmer is the centerpiece. I think this guy is doing great on his own. By himself, he's just going to be fantastic. I think he's great because he can link up play with anybody. I think he's great also. So I just this is where I think there's a bit of Enzo Fernandez. But you never know these days, man. Players could play one way one season and next season they just turn up and you're like, so what was wrong last season? So yeah, that's what I think though. This is how I think. It's not that much of a there's no much analysis to go yet with Chelsea because you see how they play last season, right? Like against low blocks, they had so much problems. So much problems. And now that they have a nine that has great link up play, and they will have Palmer being able to run into channels, and this brother will be able to run into channels, and he can also run into channels, and they have fullbacks also that can make those runs. And if Palmer is not the one running into channels, right? He's the one passing. He's great at passing. Enzo is not running into channels. He's the one passing. He's great at passing. And they have at least 1, 2, 3 running into channels. I think like low blocks won't be that much of a problem this season. In transition, I think Chelsea is fine. They don't have a problem down at all. So I think that was probably the one thing they had to address coming to this season. How they defended, how they attacked against low blocks. But this way, because you look at it now, let's just draw mock-up scenario real quick. Low block, gang, 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 gang. Obviously, shit doesn't work like this in real life. But just assume this dude is here, and Palmer, instead of coming off here to drag to like hug, coming off like hugging touchline and trying to weave his way inside, is already here to start with, right? Whichever way it goes, and if you have someone hugging the byline where Palmer is, that's one less player on Palmer. And if they decide to put more players on Palmer, that's somewhere normally doesn't make sense, but that's where you randomly end up finding Kukurea. Or if Enzo takes up the space, Kukurea takes up the space, and this brother comes here. You know what I mean? Like there will be, and João Pedro again is good at making runs. He could fall deep. If someone goes deep with João Pedro, let's assume it's to go deep with João Pedro. Brother can make that run. This brother can make that run. This brother, you can't track everybody at once. That's the problem with low block. It just takes enough. After enough like attempts, a good enough team will break you down, and from there it's just wraps because you just sit in your box. You can't. You have to come out. So that's off this side, right? Then off the other side is I don't know if it will happen the same exact way, but here it will be more of a fullback helping with the defense because I'd imagine Palmer will want to come for ball and Enzo will have to spread, and that move alone might drag extra attention to him. And that leaves this brother here. And this brother here, Caicedo is always here, focal point. Mark Bayfun gives this guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, the rotations will be way easier that way because your best player doesn't have to drag himself off the wing. Because Palmer is great at, like, passing and all of that, and running into space and finishing, but he's not the person you want to give the ball to beat his man 1v1 down the wing, and that's not his strength, if you ask me. I don't think that's his strength in any sense. I think he could dribble down the middle easily than he can down the wing because down the wing, he has to just go down one way. In the middle, he could go left or right, so it's easier for him to move that way. But, yeah, I don't know. I wonder what Chelsea fans, I'll ask my guys what they think. Because Chelsea fans, obviously, they watch their games more than I do. I watch a decent amount. All these teams I spoken about, I watch their games fair enough, like a fair amount. It's not like Tottenham. I was going to do for Tottenham, but I swear I don't watch Tottenham games, bro. Last season, I could not even be asked. 2 seasons ago, yes. Last season, hell no, bro. Like, what am I watching that for? Like, what am I watching that for? What do I look like? Even United, I watched more United last season than Tottenham. But anyways, yeah, that's what I feel. That's what I think will happen. What you guys? What you guys feel? What you guys think? Lock in. Let me know what you think. GG's. See you guys in the streets.